I have no idea what Dutch sounds like.
Sounds like a person that doesn't speak German pretending they speak German.
Heel veel mensen eten dit graag met de vis.
Not even one word.
That was hard.
I'm ready to show my wrong answer.
Yes, I would say they're similar, but sometimes Germans can understand what Dutch people say, but then we cannot really speak Dutch. But some words are the same or sound familiar.
Germans find it easier to learn the language when they come to the Netherlands compared to the rest of the foreigners. So I'm sure there's some similarities, but obviously still completely different languages.
I heard like the vocabulary is similar, but then the grammar is different from German.
I have no idea what Dutch sounds like.
I only remember like Dutch uses a lot of English words, if I'm not wrong.
That's true. They do use more slang, sometimes just trade in some English words, because Netherlands is really Americanized. 96% of the population in Netherlands speaks English.
I actually saw there's a lot of memes with Dutch language because
Yeah.
it looks like it's broken English.
Yeah.
And they're like super long words and they mix a lot of English.
In German too, they just put all the words together and make one huge word.
Whenever I hear Dutch, I'm like, wait, is it German? No, it's not German. It's like always like the first thought, huh?
Ik kom uit Nederland, Engeland en Zwitserland. Ik ben net hierheen verhuisd en ik spreek 3,5 talen. En ik ben nu nog 2 erbij aan het leren.
It definitely sounds a bit German-ish.
I didn't see the difference with German actually.
It sounds like a person that doesn't speak German pretending they speak German.
There's some like mixed accent or dialect.
He speaks 3 languages and he has like 3 different nationalities. And
Hallo, ich bin Lara. Ich komme aus Deutschland. Ich bin 23 Jahre alt. Ich studiere hier in Korea. Ich bin jetzt seit 5 Jahren hier.
Way easier to understand.
Yeah.
Way easier. I got like 85% of it.
But I think it's because you actually end up hearing a lot more German than you do Dutch. Like, I watch series in German, you know, and it's actually a language that you have a lot more exposition to. Like, you actually hear it, as in comparison to Dutch. I don't think I've ever watched like a Dutch show, but I've watched a lot of German shows, for instance.
I think Dutch just sounds a bit more pointed and broken up. Stereotypically, German sounds really harsh. Previously, in other videos, I've heard it, and it's always very smooth, a bit softer to the ear. But like I said, with Dutch, it's like very, not that it's not nice language to hear, but it's just broken up, I guess.
All right, well, yeah. Ik drink hier heel graag van hete chocolademelk. Ik kan er ook soms van koffie drinken. Handeltje op de zijkant om het vast te houden als het drankje zelf te warm is. Ik giet hier meestal een warm drankje binnen. En ik zei al koffie of hete chocolademelk. Yeah, I think that's a pretty accurate description.
I did understand some of the words, but I'm not quite sure.
I have no idea.
You're right.
Interesting. 2 people are right. It's a cup. So I said, indeed, hot chocolate and coffee. I drink this out of, obviously I couldn't use the word itself, drink hot chocolate and coffee out of this object. I hold it on the side with a handle.
I thought you were talking about a cappuccino.
No, because you mentioned chocolate and coffee, I imagined tiramisu.
That was hard.
In Dutch we say kopje.
In English, we say cup.
In Portuguese, we say chávena.
In Spain, we say taza.
In Portuguese from Brazil, we say caneca.
In Germany, we say Tasse or Becher.
Never heard of this word actually. What?
Chávena?
Ah, no, I don't know.
Yeah, chávena café. Because caneca would be the big one.
I would say xícara, but xícara it's for tea.
Yeah, xícara we don't use as much.
Also, in dem Alter geht man wahrscheinlich noch in die Grundschule. Man spielt sehr oft, man geht sehr oft raus, trifft Freunde, man lebt zu Hause und hat natürlich seine Eltern noch zu Hause. Man ist noch sehr sorgenfrei. Es ist sehr hart zu beschreiben. Man spielt gerne und auf dem Spielplatz oder...
Well, I have no idea.
It is really hard. This one is really hard to describe as well.
Did you say like girls at some point?
I heard a girl too.
Like hanging out? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all I got. This is...
It's a child.
Oh my god, I put living room.
German, we say Kind.
In Brazilian Portuguese, we say criança.
Spanish, we say niño, niña.
European Portuguese, we also say criança. But yeah, we can also say like menino, menina.
In English, we say child.
In Dutch we say kind.
Oh, same. In German, kindergarten is the same as in English. In German, Kind means child. Kinder means children. So it's like a place for children.
Kinder chocolate literally means child.
Yeah, right. So it's like child chocolate. Yeah. I didn't know.
That's why there's a boy on the package.
There's always children on the package.
Je kan het eten. Het smaakt best wel zoet. Het is geel. Je kan het ook uitpersen om sap daarvan te maken met wat anders te eten. Heel veel mensen eten dit graag met de vis.
Not even one word. Can you give us a clue?
It's something to eat.
Yeah?
You can eat with fish. That's what you say in the end, right?
Yeah, that's
And
what it's...
soup?
No, sap, which means juice.
Wine?
I said you can squeeze it out.
Lemon.
It's sweet.
Yeah, zoet, yeah, sweet.
I don't know how the Dutch cook, so...
I don't know what else people eat this with, to be honest. Waarmee mensen dit eten. Want meestal eet je dit niet op het zelf. Je meestal eet het met iets anders erbij.
I don't know if it goes well with fish, but he said you can drink it in a juice and it's sweet.
In Dutch, we say limoen, lemon.
No, it's not sweet.
You said sweet!
Oh,
That's the first thing I said.
sour. Oh, my bad. Oh, that's my fault.
Yeah, but then he says sweet, and I was like, okay, definitely not lemon. Because everything else was like lemon, lemon, lemon. But then he was like, it's sweet. I was like,
Yeah, I take the blame for that. Yeah,
Actually, I only heard the German word for fish.
vis, yeah.
And like by itself, you could have it by itself and with fish too.
No, I said you don't eat it by yourself.
Well, then there's my understanding right there.
In Dutch, we say limoen.
In English, we say lemon.
In Portuguese, we say limão.
In Spanish we say limon.
in Portuguese from Brazil, also limão.
In German we say Zitrone. Es ist ein Bestandteil des Körpers. Man benutzt diese sehr, sehr häufig zum Schreiben, zum Malen, alltäglich für alles zum Zählen. Wir haben davon 10 Stück. Also 10 sind Bestandteil des. Zum Beispiel benutzt man diese beim Kochen auch.
Can we get a hint?
I only got for all.
I didn't understand anything from the explanation.
It's very important. All of you have it and you're using it.
Not really.
Not everybody. That could be so many things.
You're using it to maybe express yourself. That's all I'm gonna say.
I have a theory. Could it potentially be this?
Hand.
Eyebrows, I thought they're a good way of expression.
In German we say Hand.
In Portuguese from Brazil, mãos.
In Spanish from Spain, manos.
In Portuguese from Portugal, mãos.
In English, we say hand.
Dutch, we say hand.
So in both of your guys' languages, it's the same word as English, just slightly different pronunciation. Like English, we pronounce it a bit more rough, I guess, a bit more strongly, like hand, and you guys are more like hand.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So the word is bloem. Bloem. Je kan een bloem vinden in een tuin. Het groeit in de natuur van de grond naar boven.
I went for the actual verb.
Yeah, flower it is. You got it really fast though. I was surprised. I saw you writing right away.
Because he said bloom, so I thought about like blooming flower.
In Dutch, we say bloem.
In English, we say flower.
In Portuguese from Portugal, we say flor.
In Spanish we say flor.
In Brazilian Portuguese, we say flor.
In Germany we say Blume.
They all look really similar. It's just pronunciation. In Brazilian had a bit of emphasis on the R, right?
Yeah, it's my accent, I think.
How do you say it?
Flor.
Do you guys write it the same?
I think it's interesting how Dutch is Bloom and German just adds an E, like Blume. The next German word is Schwester. Do you guys need a hint?
I do need a hint.
Genau, man lebt zusammen in einer Familie oder man hat gleiche Eltern.
Yeah.
Personally, my stepmom is German and I have 4 sisters. I hear that word frequently.
I just remember hearing it before, like I said. Like I've watched shows in German.
For me, was the explanation. Because before that, I just wrote belt.
In German we say Schwester.
In Brazilian Portuguese, we say irmão.
In Spanish from Spain, we say hermano or hermana.
In Portuguese from Portugal, sister, we say irmã.
In English, we say sister.
In Dutch, we say zus if it's an older sister, but zusje if it's a younger sister.
Oh, it's like Korean.
Yeah, Nuna.
Actually, with everything we do, if it's smaller, then we do je. Like for example, kop, we say kopje, like cup.
We have like this in Portuguese too. We say inho.
Oh yeah? So for the next word in Dutch, it's berg. Je vindt het niet in Nederland, maar je kan op een berg wintersporten doen. Bijvoorbeeld zoals skiën of snowboarden. En een berg is meestal heel groot.
I'm so lost.
This time I understand almost everything that he said. It's very similar to German.
Yeah, right, yeah.
I have not a clue. I'm ready to show my wrong answer.
I think I'm wrong.
Some right answers. It's mountain.
Okay, cool. Said you can ski or snow, and then see if some cities have it, that means maybe the city has a mountain on it, my guess.
I got the word, but when he described, I was like, ah.
In Dutch we say berg.
In English, we say mountain.
Portuguese from Portugal, we say montanha.
In Spanish from Spain, we say montaña.
In Brazilian Portuguese, we say montanha.
In Germany, we say Berg.
It's really interesting to see that like all of our languages have the almost exact same word, just like lightly different, and all basically pronounced the same as well. And we're all similar, even though English is like Germanic based, and you guys all Latin based, which is really interesting.
I think it's also interesting how in Dutch you pronounce the G like harsher, like
Exactly.
Honestly, I just thought it was bear at first.
I thought it was a bear too.
Yeah, then I was like, why would a bear be skiing? So
I think this one's gonna be easy. In German, we say piano.
let's not make our life harder.
So actually in German, we can say two words. So piano or clavier.
Yeah, in Brazilian Portuguese, we say piano.
In Spanish from Spain, we say piano.
Portuguese from Portugal, piano.
In English, we say piano.
Dutch we say piano.
My new favorite word. It's the same everywhere.
It's like banana. For a Brazilian in Portugal, when the word ends with O, sometimes we pronounce as U, so piano.
The P pronunciation in Spanish is a little bit more stronger, maybe. Maybe American accent is like a little bit more like soft P.
So the next word in Dutch is wind.
I'm just gonna go with the easier.
I think German is the same.
Yeah. Wind, like in English, exactly. In Dutch we say wind.
In English, we say wind.
In Portuguese from Portugal, we say vento.
In Spanish from Spain, we say viento.
In Brazilian Portuguese, we say vento.
In German, we say wind.
Like English and Dutch and German are all the same word with just the W being pronounced strongly.
Do you write it the same in Portuguese? Vento.
Yeah,
Vento.
no I.
And you know, like when we don't know Spanish, we just add the I in the middle of the so everything becomes like viento, tierra.
Yeah, Portugal. There's like Konglish and then there's Portugal.
In German, we say Teppich.
How can you use that in a sentence?
Or I can give you a hint. Belongs in a home.
Belongs in a home?
Yeah, you can buy it.
Can you take it outside?
Yes, but
Is it like part of the house? Like one of those things that come in the house?
kind of decoration. Sometimes you have to clean it.
Yeah, but you would never take it out. You can, but you would never take it outside of the house. It stays inside the house.
Unless you have like a flying one.
Oh yeah. That maybe might be too much of a hint.
I got it right.
Is Alfombra carpet?
Yeah.
Wow, so different.
That's so different. In German, we say Teppich.
In Brazilian Portuguese, we say tapete.
In Spanish from Spain, we say alfombra.
Portuguese from Portugal, we say tapete.
In English, we say rug or carpet. Same thing.
Dutch we say tapijt.
It's also similar.
Someone from like the north of Portugal saying like, hey.
Yeah, Teppich, yeah.
I think in Spanish from Spain, we use tapete, but it's like grandmas put this little, really tiny like thingy on top of a coffee table.
It's called like doily in English. Like the little things.
It's like the white one, and only grandmas use it.
On top of the TV.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, very, very fun.
For me, Dutch is a lot easier to understand. Maybe because they use a lot of English words, but I got a lot more of the words when it was Dutch than in German.
I feel like, yeah, Dutch uses more English than German. I didn't expect that at all. Really interesting that we have similarities in words. Today we compared the words between Dutch and German.
If you like the video, please subscribe, like and comment down below.
See you later.
Bye.